Hi, welcome to Bar Cart Bookshelf, a video series about books and the drinks they inspire. My name is Elias, and today we're talking about CLUB CONTANGO by Eliane Boey. CLUB CONTANGO is a near-future noir thriller set at the end of the 21st century in humanity's first extraplanetary communities, this space in space called Freeport, where a woman, Connie Lamb, not her real name, is living on the edge of the margins of society. She's running an illegal casino, the titular CLUB CONTANGO, where advanced predictive models allow people to bet on their own future behavior, on the future behavior of people like Connie. And into all of this, we see the return of her previous life, the life that she's fled on Earth, bringing a threat to her and to her young child, and to the life that she's building for herself here in Freeport. It's, a timely and heartfelt sort of near future. It is one of those near futures that has that tangible sense of possibility and these wonderful little bits of world building. The generation that we see here near the end of the 21st century, the folks born around, the 2050s or thereabouts, are millennials, which is not quite accurate compared to millennials because, of course, we're in the middle of the century and not the millennium, and yet it feels like, yeah, that's of course what we're going to call them. And it feels, just palpable and real. And is, as with Bowie's, other work that we covered here on Bar Cart Bookshelf, the two novellas of Other Minds, that sense of a keen sociological and cultural understanding of possibilities in the near future, and things that may not be but feel they could. This is a book that's standing alongside some of the near future thrillers that we've really liked, like the work of Victor Manibo, or these explorations in speculative fiction of the relationship between a mother and a child, like Kate Elliott's The Keeper 6, or The Adventures of Amina al-Sarafi by Shannon Chakraborty, and is still distinctly this very thoughtful, erudite, sharp, incisive work that I've come to expect from Boey. And so, of course, we had to have a drink. Our drink today is the Freeport Fizz, inspired by CLUB CONTANGO, and it begins with 1.5 ounces of bourbon. We've got this wonderful drink culture there, lots of synthetic drugs, lots of things that are sort of non-organic that you don't have to grow. But at the end of the day, pills and powders and strange flashes are not what we come here to Bar Cart Bookshelf for. We come here for riffs on whiskey sours and classic cocktails, and so we're getting a riff on a whiskey sour with our 1.5 ounces of bourbon. This is the agitator bourbon because, we all gotta have a little agitator going on from time to time. So we got our 1.5 ounces of bourbon, then we're going to get 3/4 of an ounce of lemon juice, lovely, and then for our sweeteners, we're going to get 1/2 ounce of tea syrup and 1/4 ounce of ginger syrup, bringing this nice fiery ginger bite, that edge to our cocktail. I really love this Pratt Standard ginger syrup, about due, as you can see, for a fresh bottle. Lovely, lovely. And then finally, to add a bit of a time clock to our cocktail, because we've got, as you know, some citrus in there, we're going to add 3/4 ounce of heavy cream. This is going to add some richness, some depth. We have a wonderful tea drink in the book that has this tea and ginger and sweetened condensed milk. And because we've got the sweetener of the syrup, we really don't want to add too much more sweetener in the form of sweetened condensed milk, but we want that richness, that depth, that texture. And we are going to get our ice in there because that is already going to start curdling a little bit with our lemon juice. We really want it to be fresh and exciting. The interplay lovely. And because this is going to be bubbly enough already when we make it a fizz, we're just going to strain that right in. The interplay of citrus and like rich dairy is one of my favorite things. It's just one of those sorts of ingredient combinations that give you a little element of surprise. And as you can see, we've still got plenty of space here in our glass, and it is the Freeport Fizz. We're going to space. We gotta get it a little bit bubbly. So we're going to top that with some plain seltzer, sort of like a vintage egg cream. We get this beautiful foam up top, and there you have it. This is the Freeport Fizz, inspired by CLUB CONTANGO. CLUB CONTANGO is available now. A huge thank you to the publisher, Dark Matter Inc., for sending me a copy of the book for review. I've had such a great time with all of the work that I've read of Eliane Boey's, and I eagerly await her next novella, novel, whatever we happen to have. I'm very excited. You should snag the book. It's in the description below, as well as a link to find my book, Cocktails and Consoles, 75 Cocktails and Mocktails Inspired by the Wonderful World of Video Games. We've got links to various forms of social media, including Blue Sky and Instagram, where there's always a written version of today's recipe. Try the drink. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Hit that like button. It makes me so, so happy when you do. Subscribe if you haven't already so you never miss an episode. And until next time, cheers. I have a wonderful foam here.